You've been intending and imagining for a long time for that specific person to come into your life, or the perfect health that your heart's desiring, or maybe it's the money that you need, or the career, or the sales, or the clients, or the beautiful, perfect, wonderful, ideal house to live in, the car, the family situation that needs resolved. And yet you're seeing no movement. Nothing seems to be changing. You're still living in the old 3D reality, and you're wondering, is this stuff real? Does it really work? And it's so hard to stay in a state of consciousness, the thoughts that are all about what it is you do want. It's hard to live from the end when the 3D reality is in your face all the time. And it seems so real. It feels real. And yet we are to live from the end of having whatever it is our heart's desiring right now, and feel the feelings of that, how it would feel if I were already with my specific person, if I already had the perfect health my heart desires, if I had the money I need to cover all of my expenses and do the things my heart desires, if everything was working out perfectly in my family, and the list could go on and on and on, how I would feel if I became now the person my heart's desiring in the 3D, even though it's not there. It has to be internal. And what if you're working so hard that at times you feel like you're gonna lose your mind because you're intending, you're imagining, you keep pulling yourself back into living from the end, and you keep ignoring and shutting the door on and closing out the 3D, but still you're waiting. Still, it hasn't shown up. What do you do? How do you deal with all of that? We're going to talk about that today. But before we go any further, just want to let you know that Create Your Future is giving away a free course, How to Find Your Blocks to Manifest Anything Fast. And I have courses available also that you can check out. It's in the description box below. And I also do one-on-one coaching, and all of my coaching right now is on sale for 50% off the regular price. So it's a really good deal for coaching. And just check it out. If you have any questions, once you've listened to the remainder of this video and you have any needs or desires or somebody just to walk through it with you, please schedule an appointment. I am more than happy to work with you. It just gives me great joy. All right, so here we are in our dilemma of living, saying and trying to live from the end when the 3D is so real in our faces. What do you do? Well, you don't stop, you don't quit, and you do not give in to those fatalistic thoughts that say, what's the use? I'll never be any better than this. It's never going to get any better. I'm doomed to live a life alone, or I am doomed to always struggle for money, and I'm doomed to always have this illness. We stop the fatalistic thoughts in their tracks immediately. And sometimes it's so powerful that if we're not aware that they're there, they are under currents that are literally blocks that are in the way, or the resistance that's in the way of manifesting what we want to manifest. And the thing is, the longer you've been working on this, the more of how they become stronger. Those thoughts of, I can't do this. For some reason, I can't do this. If you have any of those feelings, we need to stop them right now. If you have any of those thoughts, because thoughts produce the feelings. So if you are having emotions that say negative things that are negative, you know that your thoughts are first negative. So anytime you have a thought that's fatalistic or stop it. And that's not always easy. Set the intention that I always live from the positive thought patterns. I always live from staying in a state of consciousness that is in line with what my heart's desiring, that I am. My self-concept is everything. It is how I view myself, how I view the situation in my 3D, how I view the world around me, how I view everything is your concept. You have a concept of self, a concept of your specific person, a concept of the money situation, a concept of your career, concept of people in your life, everything. You have an assumption about all of that. Is that assumption in line with you moving into that beautiful new story that is your vision of who you want to be? Because that is affecting your manifestation. So what I would like you to do is to just be still for a second. Close your eyes and relax. And allow yourself to drift down into your heart center and just be there for a moment. Just be there and think about something you're grateful for. Grateful that you're alive today. Grateful for the daffodils blooming depending on where you live. Grateful for the sunshine or the rain. Some days rain is a very comforting feeling. Being grateful for your children, your parents, or something in your life, whatever it might be, one thing you're grateful for, no matter what kind of chaos is in your 3D right now. Be grateful for something. Then while you're there, you're being grateful. Did you think of something? Now, just let that expand in you, that gratitude. Feel the joy. Feel the peace. Feel comforted. Feel how it is expanding all through your body. In your mind, see it radiating, not just in your body, so that you're glowing inside, but now you're glowing outside. All of you is glowing with this beautiful sense of gratitude for something in your life. This thankfulness. And it's expanding out of you and radiating into the room and out the doors and the windows and through the walls, out into the world all around you outside. You are energy moving, and you are in this moment affecting everything that comes within your contact of your energy. And now while you're in that energy of love, because it does, gratitude brings love. Now you're in that energy of love and of that energy of gratitude. Just be grateful for you. Be grateful for how beautiful you are. Be grateful for the beauty of your heart and your body, and that it's working all the time so perfectly for you. Even if you have an ailment, there's so many other parts of your body functioning perfectly. Continue to be grateful for yourself. Be grateful for all your gifts and your abilities and your talents. Think about how wonderful you are, all the accomplishments of your life. So many. We tend to see the negative in life, but there are so many more positive things if we focus there. Now that you're loving yourself and it's feeling so good, you can move into another idea, another perspective, that of I am the thing my heart desires. Move into it as natural as the rain falling from the sky. It just happens when it's the right setting, right? So now you're in the right setting, and move into the state of consciousness that says I am with my specific person. And that person loves me and adores me. They're committed to me. It's us and only us. We love each other. Move into that state of consciousness that says, I always have more than enough money to cover all of my expenses and to do and have and be anything I want, because I always have the financial income and abundance to support my needs, my desires, my wants. Move into the state of consciousness that says, I am perfect health. I am free of all illness, all disease, all infirmities and limitations of every kind, and I am that now. And feel those feelings. Feel how it feels to run and to laugh and be happy, free of pain, free of limitations physically. Feel that. Imagine that. Even if you can't see a picture, the thoughts are the same. It's imagining. It's just pictureless. You didn't turn your camera on, that's all. You still have the audio. Speak the words to yourself. Audio is as good as just as the video or the camera being on. It works. Feel the feelings. Move into a situation where everything in your world is exactly as you choose it to be. Move into the self-concept that I am everything my heart's desiring, with my specific person, with my money, with my health, with my family, with my friends, with my career, my occupation. Everything is working out perfectly, always in my favor. I am that, I am. And live in that beautiful feeling now. Just live there, feel it. Center yourself there. Just keep feeling it. Let it flow from you. Let it consume you. Be obsessed with it. And allow it to be your total state of consciousness. And be forgiving of yourself. Just love yourself. Just love yourself. And feel how beautiful you are. You are everything your heart ever desired. And as you do this in your imagination, as you see the pictures, as you hear the audio, whatever it is, however it works for you, as you go through that, it is truly happening now. Those feelings are real. Those images are real. That sound, the voices, the people loving you and congratulating you, the joy of whatever it is your heart's desiring is real now, in this moment. Stay there. Just stay there and enjoy it. And let it wash over you like the beautiful waves, the tide coming in and going out. Just coming in and going out. And now, you are the truth of who you are, is the person your heart desires. And it is yours now. Everything is already created. You've given it your attention. You feel the beauty of it and the joy of it and how wonderful it feels, how relieved you are, how expanded you are as a person. And now you know the seed has been planted and it's yours. All you have to do now is fall asleep if you want, or get up and go about your day once this video is over and live knowing that you have everything your heart desires. It's yours. And it's yours internally. Just stay there and live there. You know, because you know the law of assumption that as you live from having whatever it is your heart's desiring, it will show up in your 3D. The thoughts that you have now are thoughts that are in alignment with your desire. Totally and completely, not just the thought, but the emotion, which is so important. And you stay in that all through the day. Bring yourself back anytime you drift away. No, this is mine. Neville Goddard talks about wanting to go to Barbados, but he was in New York City, had no money, couldn't get pay for the passage there. What did he do? He imagined he was in Barbados at night, and he would fall asleep imagining that. But then during the day, he would live internally seeing palm trees instead of New York City streets. He walked the streets of New York City, seeing palm trees in his mind, being in Barbados. Instead of walking the streets of New York, in his mind, he was walking in Barbados. In your mind, instead of walking the streets of your current 3D reality, walk the streets of your vision and live there. And every time it drifts and the 3D tries to grab you and pull you back, bring yourself back to the vision and live there. Live internally from there. See that world, feel that world, be that world. And in time, that world has no other choice but to show up in your current 3D. And it will then be your current 3D. And the one that you're experiencing now will be gone. You have totally changed your concept of self. And as you are doing this, that's exactly what you're doing. You're living from seeing your vision internally, even though you're walking through the streets of your current 3D reality. As you do that, you are changing the concept of your world, of yourself, of the people in your world that you interact with, of your specific person. You're seeing them now loving and kind and adoring you and only you. An exclusive relationship that belongs to the two of you, that is so beautiful, so intimate, so just everything your heart desires it to be. And as you do that, and you stay in that frame of mind internally, no matter what's showing up in your 3D, because remember, the 3D is only a reflection of the thoughts you've been having, the ones you had yesterday, a week ago, a month ago, a year ago, whatever. But now you've changed them to this beautiful new story that I am with my specific person, that I have this perfect health, that I have the money I need, that I have the career my heart's desires, and I'm so successful at it, that I have the beautiful family that is in peace and lives in unconditional love. Whatever your heart's desire, internally, you're walking through the streets of your vision, even while you are walking through the streets of your current 3D reality. It's two different images. One is real and one is not. Guess which one's real? It's the one inside. That's the real reality. That's the truth. The external world is an illusion. It's not real. So stay internally in this beautiful vision of you being everything your heart desires. Blessings.